One of the more urgent care scenarios that we run into is that of the family caregiver. And what I mean by that is usually the spouse of an elderly patient or the adult son or daughter of an elderly patient who has work and family responsibilities of their own, and they're layering in their parents' care on top of that. I highlight this group because they're the most susceptible to caregiver stress. And what I mean by that is they're very willing and probably very able to help their senior loved one, but they're starting to show signs of fatigue and stress, and they've become irritable and they lost weight. And they don't know where to turn. They don't see an end in mind, and the feelings of powerlessness can get overwhelming. Let me tell you what I know, or what the current research says about stress. When the body experiences a real or perceived threat, your nervous system sends a jolt of adrenaline so that you have the energy and the brain power to do something about that threat quickly. So you either do something about the threat or you move out of the way into safety, the fight or flight syndrome. And I highlight this because once that perceived threat is gone, in other words, you're at a heightened level of stress, the sympathetic nervous system kicks in and brings you down from that adrenaline rush, calms you down. And that's a cycle of stress. In other words, you feel the stressor, you do something about it, and then you get away from the stressor and your body relaxes. Well, a person who's under constant stress, where they have family obligations, they have, and as well as caregiving obligations, have so much stress that they never come down to recover. And that's where chronic stress can kick in. And that's where things like irritability, the loss of empathy, and even anger set in, and the overall feeling of powerlessness. So what I say to these people, it's urgent and it's important for them to get help. So think out of the box. Do you have family members around that you can share these responsibilities with? Are there brothers and sisters that you can create a schedule of the days of the week to go help mom or dad to reduce your load? I think these things are important. It's important to take action, but most of all, it's important for you to take back the power in your own life and in your responsibilities.